Well, the Minecraft movie trailer sucked, but it kind of inspired me to make my own type of Minecraft media that won't suck. Hello, Nickapoo Troop, it's your boy.
You already know who it is. It's your boy.
Today we are going to be going over my pitch for a potential Minecraft comic series. Now, of course, since I am making the Spider-Woman comic, and I won't really have much time to make this, I'm just kind of leaving this open just for grabs. But, you know, if one day, if the gods grant me enough time, I might be able to make a comic about this. So, obviously, let's get started. So, first off, let's go over what the characters are going to be like. First up, of course, is our boy Steve. Now, unlike what you might be thinking, no, he's not going to be played by Jack Black. Instead, he's probably just going to be someone else. Just give me a little bit more time to think about that, but it will come eventually. So, for now, Steve is pretty much, you know the term, he looks like he could kill you, but really is a huggable teddy bear? I mean, yeah, it's kind of what he is in some sense. He's pretty much like the brains and the logic of the whole thing, just trying his best to, stay out of trouble. So, honestly relatable. Also, too, he's a total hunk. Next up, we have Alex, and pretty much she's almost like the exact opposite. Just, she has no filter on her. Anything that comes to mind, she will say. Pretty much kind of like Gruckle Stan's mindset. And where in that one episode, he just says, like, if his brain thinks that woman has one ugly baby, his mouth says, whoa, lady, you have one ugly baby.
My head says, that lady's got an ugly baby. My mouth says, whoa, lady, you got one ugly baby.
That's pretty much what she's kind of about. But that doesn't mean that Alex and Steve don't love each other, because obviously they do. I ship them very much. Yeah, they're gonna be a couple in this, obviously. They go together like bread and butter. They're pretty much like the dynamic duo of the universe in some sense. I like their little dynamic, so I hope you like their dynamic as well within this comic. Next up, we have Notch, or their dog. Now, I know what you might be thinking, oh my god, is this something very, very important in the canon? Is it something metaphorical because it's like the name of the creator of Minecraft? Nah, I just wanted to name the dog Notch. He's just a good little boy, Also, too, yes, because, the creator of Minecraft, very funny. I just thought it'd be a neat little reference to have, So, yeah, I feel like he's the good boy of the universe. He does nothing wrong. He's kind of there just to help out, whenever he can, kind of. So, he's a good boy, So, yeah, we love Notch. And now we have sort of an original character, Michael, which is an Enderman. Of course, I didn't want to do that thing like, oh, it's a creeper, but they're neutral, because that's been done to hell. I wanted it to be a little different, because Endermen in the game are not really aggressive. Only when you look at them and you, engage combat with them is when they do get aggressive and they fuck shit up. I feel like for these guys, or for, at least for Michael, he's a lot more chill. He's actually a really nice, guy. He gets along with the main characters well. And his little story on how we meet him, pretty much Alex is, scrolling through the woods, just trying to get some wood for their house or something, And then, she sees Michael in the woods, just, looking around at the butterflies and the bees, just taking it in nature, he seems very calm. Until he looks over at Alex, which, she freaks out because, if you're looking at Enderman, you pretty much just, it's on sight, pretty much. But, Michael doesn't seem to mind, and once she realizes that, oh, wait, he's not aggressive, in fact, he's actually really nice, is when, she becomes friends with him. So, now we have Michael as the main part, or, one of the partners in the group. He's just kind of like a big child, because we don't understand the Enderman gargling. He probably does sign language so that, you know, they understand it better. But yeah, overall, best character in the comics so far. I hope you agree as well. Next up, we have the villagers. Now, I didn't want to just do a copy and paste of the villagers, just big Squidward nose and bald head ass. I wanted them to actually have their own individual personalities. Like, you won't find a villager that will look the same, you know, they'll all be different in their own special way. Some of them will have hair, some of them won't, some of them will have different sizes of noses, some of them, like, have different body types, some of them are male, some of them are female, some of them are they're just overall, all of them are just different in their own ways, especially with the other villagers from the other, you know, villages. Maybe they worship, like, something different from, you know, one village or something, you know. It's like one big society, pretty much. So I feel like that's kind of what the villagers are gonna be like in the comic. Next up, we have some of the other mobs. Now with these, of course, I'm not gonna do what the Minecraft movie trailer did and make them look hyper realistic. I'm basically taking the mobs that we already have and doing a transitional process on, how would they look in my style, you know? Now, I don't have every mob set up, so, you know, I expect some of them to be absent, but, I mean, you know, the animals are gonna look like real-life animals, you know, some of the, you know, creatures will look a bit different, you know, but overall, they'll have the same spirit as the original. First up, we have maybe one of the most iconic creatures in Minecraft, the creeper. Oh man, the creepers. I know it doesn't really look like it on the drawing, but those are supposed to be scales, the little bumps. I never really liked the look of fur on the creepers. It makes me uncomfortable. But yeah, creepers. Now put the clip of the exploding house. Next, we got zombies. Now, I wanted these to look a lot more fleshy, I guess. Pretty much just skin and bones, literally. These guys are straight up from a horror movie, I'd imagine. Yeah, they just have a constant smell of just something rotting and just flies swarming them, you know, since they literally are the living dead. So, yeah, I mean, there's not much else to note about the zombies. Next up, we have a little concept for what the piglins will look like. Exactly the same, just round. Yeah, and zombie piglin is there too. So, yeah, it's not much to imagine. So, yeah. I mean, I might as well just say, all the mobs, they already know. Alright, just picture them in your mind. Just picture them smooth. Alright? Smooth like Jagger or something. Just imagine them like that, alright? I don't want to keep on talking about the mobs because I have literally nothing to say about them. So let's just move on, shall we? Lastly, we have a very special one. Here is Herobrine. Now, originally I didn't really have much like thought in, you know, Herobrine, but then I was like, nah, might as well add him. Pretty much he's the equivalent of Bill Cipher in this universe, just a little trickster demon, just, you know, wanted to, you know, make deals and whatnot, you know. I really like the concept for Herobrine. He's different enough from Steve to where he looks, you know, like his own entity, but he still looks like samey. It's kind of like a Metal Sonic almost, you know. They're similar, but they're different, you know what I'm saying? So what's the story gonna be about? Well, unlike a lot of other Minecraft comics out there, maybe, possibly, where their main plot line is, you know, find the Ender Dragon and kill it. Instead, this one's gonna be a lot more different in where it's gonna be going to. The characters are pretty much set in day-to-day kind of slice-of-lifey kind of stories. Just very episodic kind of comic stories because, you know, I feel like it would open up a lot more opportunities to, you know, vibe with these characters and see how the world works, rather than just have a plot line and then just, you know, breeze over stuff, you know. Pretty much it's kind of up to grabs on what the stories, you know, are going to be about. You know, I'm planning on having an Indiana Jones parody where, you know, they go into a jungle temple and they have to get this artifact for you know, a whole, like, half a stack of diamonds, you know, it's pretty dang cool. You know, there's another episode that I have planned, or comic book plan, where it's just them trying to celebrate maybe Thanksgiving, or,
Believe it, guys.
Christmas or Halloween, or there's just a lot of opportunities to kind of vibe with these characters, like I said, and, you know, especially our boy, Michael. Oh yeah, one story that I do have is, you know, a villager, you know, a blacksmith. He's pretty much like, I have these fairies that do my work for me, but because they were captured by, the, pillagers in the mansion, my business is going out of, you know, going out of style, it's going out of business. And then our characters are like, you know what, because we're cool, we will help you for a price. And he's like, alright, fine. One of my boys has a netherrack sword. If you help them out, then he'll give it to you or something. I don't know, I'm just making this voice up as I go. And then, you know, they're like, alright, bet, cool, so we'll do it. And then Michael, you know, tags along because he's a curious little guy. And it's pretty much just like a little spy mission, you know? They're just like infiltrating the base, pretty much. Just red spy in the base.
Intruder alert! Spies in the base!
Oh, God damn it!
And they have to, you know, pretty much, you know, rescue the allies. And then once they do that and they break out of, you know, the mansion, the allies grants them the netherrack sword. Then they go back to the village and he's like, wow, you did it. I can't believe it, you know? And then, you know, Steve is like, you know, yeah, it's fine, you know? Our good friend here, our good friend here, Michael, he helped us out, you know? You get the sword now. And then, you know, he's just like really amazed, like, wow, I can't believe it, that's crazy. So overall, yeah, that's my comic pitch. Very simple, very basic, nothing too special. If you like this comic pitch and you want to see it become a thing, especially after the Minecraft trailer, then please like the video, comment your thoughts and what I should add, and you know, subscribe maybe. That'd be pretty friggin' epic if you do. Anyway, yeah, that's about it here. Subscribe and I'll see you later. Bazinga, as always.
Shit.